So you're saying that the interrogation process works when there's an other person interrogating them.
Yes.
So let's take something where, slightly different scenario, maybe I'm kind of making a different way around it in that, let's take a movie like The Revenant, and let's take Hugh Glass's character before the bear attack. So he's
Okay.
alone in the forest. How are you interrogating Hugh Glass to be, stumbling upon the bear or encountering him? How are you getting him ready for that?
Okay. First, I'm just getting back to what you said at the beginning. Interrogating involves someone else. Now, the interrogation process is usually between someone who's not in the scene and the person who's in the scene. So
Right.
whether there's one person in the scene or 12 people in the scene
okay.
makes no difference.
Doesn't matter? Okay.
Yeah, that each actor needs that other person, and usually someone who's not in the scene.
Got it. Okay.
So, but getting to, and how do you interrogate someone to play a scene like Hugh Glass's scene where he's going through the forest, the woods, and then he's attacked by a bear? One thing you've got to be very clear about. Now, the interrogation is pretty simple yet profound for a moment like that. But first of all, you've got to remember, in any scene, the character that you're interrogating does not know what's coming up in the scene. This is a problem between the character and actor. The actor knows. Leonardo DiCaprio, he knows exactly what's going to happen. There's going to be a bear, and he's going to have to fight it off. Got it. The character doesn't know that. And this is the power of interrogation. I've got to get his mind back into the character's mind and away from the actor's mind. What the actor knows, this is a little detour, what the actor knows, what's coming up in the scene, the lines I have to say, what I have to do, that's all there, but it's in the background, okay? It's not driving everything, because it can't drive everything, because it is not known by the character. I will trust that it'll always be there. I will trust that the actors will always say the lines, they'll follow the stage, and they'll do the mechanics. No problem. So it's not about the mechanics I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is the mindset of the character. So in interrogating Hugh Glass before the bear, I have to know, and so does Hugh Glass have to know, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? And what are you expecting? Now, in the interrogation, I could say, okay, I could be talking to him. Where are you going? Okay, you're going to go. You're going to get that. You're going to. Let's say he's looking for food. I'm just making this up because I don't recall what he was doing. He's just moving. But he knows what. Hugh Glass knows what he's doing. Even if we look at the scene, we're not sure what. He knows what he's doing. And through the interrogation, I am going to plant in his mind or inject or question, and we're going to establish between me and Hugh Glass, what he's doing, what he's looking for, right? Now, through that interrogation, I could start to insinuate potential danger. You're all alone. You're all alone out here. I mean, what if something happens? Now, he knows as the actor, I'm setting the character up for what the environment or what's going on, and actually setting the character up for the scene. The actor knows that because there's a bear coming. Hugh Glass is just saying, yeah, I know it's dangerous, but I'm fine. You got your rifle? I got my rifle. I'm fine. I said, you sure? Could you handle something? What if an elk comes? No, I want to get him into a mindset, a specific mindset of my choice. The mindset could be, I'm fine. I'm in no danger at all. That's one mindset. Another mindset is, I know I'm out here alone and I shouldn't be, and this is the stupidest thing you should ever do. That's a different mindset. Where do I want to take him? What mindset do I want to put him in? And I can set up that mindset. And then the beauty of interrogation is you work with the character, you're interrogating the character, and you set up a mindset, a belief system, an attitude just before the scene. A lot of actors will talk about that moment before the scene. What are they thinking about just before the scene? With interrogation, I can create that, anything I want. And then what I do, which I love, is that I send them into the scene, naive. An actor will go into the scene with a plan. This is disastrous. Because the actor, when's the last time you went into a 3-minute moment in your life with a plan, knowing what you were going to say and what you were going to do and how you were going to react? We don't do that. That's not authentic. That's acting. My job is to send the character into a scene naive, having no idea what's going to come on. Because I want the genuine, authentic reactions to the events that happen, to the other lines that are said, to the attack of the bear, to the realization that he's been stupid, whatever. I want it to happen authentically. I don't want him to plan it. The actor will try to plan it. The character can't plan it. So if I get him in the mind of the character believing something totally different than what's going to happen, then he will react to every single moment authentically. And it'll probably surprise him. It'll probably surprise me. The guarantees I can make to every director is if you work this way and you send a character into a scene naive, without a plan, knowing that, yes, the actor will say the right lines and do the blocking and do all that, but without a plan for the emotional journey he's going to go through or how he's going to react to anything, no plan, I guarantee, number one, the actor will not know what he's going to do at all. Certainly the character doesn't know because the character is just going through it. Actor one, you, the director, will not know what he's going to do. But everything he does will be authentic. And that's what we're going for. And then you get to choose in post-production, as we talked about before, which moment you want. And then when you do take two, you set them up slightly differently, a different mindset. Maybe a more cautious mindset this time for Hugh Glass. Maybe a mindset of deriding himself. How stupid, what are you doing out here? Okay, that he'll trying to convince himself he's going to be okay and he shouldn't be out there. He will react differently then. Now, if you do 3 or 4 takes like that and he reacts differently and you've shot them all, you realize the range of material you've got and it's all authentic. You can build the most beautiful scene possible.